Hello, my name is Charles Emery, and I have a solution to potentially improve the agri-food system in Nepal. Nepal is a country located between China and India that is just under 150,000 square kilometers in size and has a vast variety of growing climates and soil types. The weather differs from cold summers and harsh winters in the northern regions to subtropic climates with mild winters in the southern regions. Nepal also has a large range of land elevation, from 8,850 meters above sea level at the top of Mount Everest to just 70 meters above sea level. Because of this vast variety of climates, the agriculture system also varies greatly. Because of the Himalayan mountains in the south, a large portion of crops, mostly herbal crops, are grown on the side of the mountain region. Since approximately 82% of the population is Hindu, herbal products are a large part of Nepal's religious practices and medicinal ingredients. Not only are herbal products used by Nepalis themselves, Nepal herb products are desired and purchased worldwide. Some examples of Nepal's herb products include chamomile, cinnamon, peppermint, citronella, lemongrass, hemp, and much more. Upon my studies, I have come across an organization called the Nepal Herbs and Herbal Products Association, or NEHHPA for short. The organization is said to be an umbrella organization of the herbal producers, manufacturers, and traders of Nepal. The organization was created to build sustainable business systems and promote herbal products from Nepal by helping to provide Nepali farmers with reliable market access and create income for these farmers. NEHHPA also works to support rural communities to produce market quality herbs. Their actions have been to develop programs and events that support the extension of marketing opportunities for its members and potential buyers in the sector. Many of the herbal products that are harvested either from the wild or cultivation practices need to be dried to be preserved and used for their intended purpose. The current method of drying the herbal products include binding the herbs to a rope or stick and hung up to dry, or spread the herbs along a tarp or sheet and letting them dry outside from the heat of the sun and the breeze. These practices work, but are not efficient for large quantities or for keeping the products clean from contamination, whether it be by insects, mammals, or dirt. These conditions make the herbal products harder to become market quality and limit the amount of marketable products produced. The solution I have is to create a place where farmers can dry their herbs in a clean, accessible location. The idea is to build small herb drying shelters that will be shared by farmers and regulated by the Nepal Herbs and Herbal Products Association. Farmers in the area will be asked to register themselves with the NEHHPA. This way, we will be able to create a small map of where each registered farmer is located and will allow us to build these small, economical shelters where a certain number of farmers will be able to access them. Depending on the amount of farmers that sign up and request a shelter, will determine how many are made, and depending on how many will use a shelter, we'll be able to determine the size that is needed for the certain area. The picture shown is the general idea of the shelter design. The racks will be constructed from a fabric or metal screen to allow airflow all around the herbs. The clear plastic tarps making up the walls work excellent to allow natural sunlight to evaporate the water in the herbs. The doors will also be made from a screen to allow airflow from the vapor to diffuse outside. The shelters will be completely waterproof, so even in rainy weather, the herbs will be kept dry and undamaged from the rain. If we are able to get the NEHHPA on board with this project, the farmers will have access to a much larger market system. I believe that the shelters should be monitored and the herbs should be inspected by staff of the NEHHPA to prove the products fit for sales. Clean and inspected products will be able to sell at a higher price and less products will go to waste. Since less herbs are going to waste and the products can be sold at a higher price, the farmers who signed up to be given space in the drying shelter will be charged a small percent of their sales, likely around 5%, to fund the staff located at the shelters and to pay for repairs or possibly build more sites if needed. Even though Nepalis will be charged a small percent of their profits, they will still be able to make more money than they would have if they dried the herbs themselves and sold them locally. In theory, by getting the NEHHPA on board with this plan to build herb drying centers, maintaining and regulating them, staff will need to be hired, which will create jobs for Nepalis as well as allow farmers to properly dry and cure their herbs and sell them on a more professional market. With a small fee, herbal farmers will still be able to create more profit than conventional methods, and the shelters will be self-funded so the only cost will be to kickstart the program by buying the materials and having people build the shelters. I believe that this is a very strong, economical approach at improving Nepal's agri-food systems for a large portion of Nepal's population. Thank you.